My investment tip is really all about down payments. If you were to sell a house and receive money, do you either pay a down payment on a house or invest your down payment? Which one do you do? With the goal of building wealth and being wise with your finances, I think one of the questions you want to consider when you're buying a house is, do you either pay a down payment on that house or potentially take that money and not pay the down payment and invest that money instead? So let's just consider a particular scenario and it'll equip you with another idea. I'm not saying that this is best for everybody, but again, this is an investment tip video because I want you to know about your options and how you can actually utilize the finances that you make. So here's the scenario. We're going to say that you own a house and you are a veteran and you have a VA loan. And we're going to sell your house. And we're going to sell your house. Let's say you have about a $500,000 house, and we're going to make you $100,000. Okay? So we have $100,000 of equity when we sell your house to be able to play with. What do we do with that? Do we put that down towards a down payment on another home, or do you potentially invest that money, and does that put you in a better position? So let's just consider these two scenarios. All right, so we have scenario one. Whoop. Hope you can follow my writing. So scenario one is we're going to buy a bigger house, right? So your family's growing up. You need a little bit more, so we're going to buy a $700,000 house. And in this scenario, like we had said, you're going to put down $100,000, right? Down payment, right? So you're going to do a $100,000 down payment, which gives you a $600,000 loan. Now, what is your loan off of the $600,000? Let's say you're at maybe a 6% interest rate. Of course, talk to the lender about this, but you're roughly, after taxes and insurance, you're about $4,000 a month in your mortgage. Okay? We see the easy math, right? Go sell your house for $500,000, make $100,000, go buy a $700,000 house, put $100,000 down payment. You have a $600,000 loan, 6% interest rate, and with taxes and insurance, you're around $4,000 a month. Now let's look at option two. We still buy that same house, $700,000 house, but instead you're not actually going to spend that $100,000 as down payment. So that means you have zero down payment. That means you have a $700,000 loan. And if you were still at a 6% interest rate, what does that put you at? Well, that puts you at right about, with taxes and insurance, right? Oops, not three. That puts you at about $4,500. That is your mortgage payment. So let's just quickly compare, right? If you were to put $100,000 down in the first option, where does that leave you? It leaves you with a $500 difference if you were to put the $100,000 down payment versus not. $500 is a lot of money. But again, what do we do with that $100,000? Now we're talking about what happens when you invest that $100K. Now, all of your investments, if you invest wisely, and I can give you options on how to do this, you are going to get a 10% return. So if you get a 10% return on $100,000, that is making you $834 a month in interest, right? It's pretty awesome. So what if you literally just applied this to your mortgage? Where would you be? Your mortgage would be $3,667. Look at that. So if you were to simply invest that down payment, you have a delta in your favor of $330 a month. So if you followed my scribble scratch, you can see it's actually best, as long as you can get interest, as long as you can get more than 6% interest here, it's better to invest that money. And be smart though, right? You don't just go live on it. You can always use that to pay down your down payment, right? So that is just another option to consider. How do you be smart with the money that you make in real estate?